Hey everybody, back with another video. Have some batteries to replace on these Capcom CPS2 systems, and I want to try to resurrect. I think it's like a Darkstalkers or something like that down there. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the battery and measure the battery on two of these Super Street Fighter 2s. Maybe I'll do a conversion. I don't know if I will or not, but we'll see what I'll do here. And I'm using my phone, and I have no idea if this is going to work out very well. So let me take this case off and get this battery replaced. Alright, first I got these batteries. I got a bunch of them, like about 10 of them or something like that, as you can see here. And I got them from, I think, Batteries. It's not Batteries R Us, but it's something like that. I'll link to it down below, but it's basically reading 3.6 volts. It's a double A 1/2 size or something, or I don't know. Yeah, because it's only half the length of a normal double A battery, but it's 3.6 volts lithium battery. I'm not going to go into all that, but let me get this case first. I want to power it on just so you see that it's working. I had done this before, another video. Oh my god, that's loud. Yeah, it's working fine, right? Alright. What's kind of interesting is this battery is actually reading 3.6 volts. And it's the exact same type that I bought. It's a Xeno. Like that. You can see that. I don't know. Should I replace it? I mean, it was replaced in over 10 years ago. I guess I should replace it. At least that's what it said on the case, was replaced 10 years ago. So I think all I have to do is I'll just cut this off, and I have 30 minutes, but it won't take me that long to replace it. So I'm going to do that off camera. There's been plenty of videos of doing this. I'm just going to snap it off, heat it up, replace it, make sure I got positive, going to positive. And I got this new desoldering gun. I don't know how you pronounce that. Chinese Yihua or something, 948. And I'm waiting for it to heat up. And until the actual gun is heated up, it won't let you actually desolder anything. So I have it set for 400 degrees Celsius. I think does it go up any higher? I think it goes from 370 to like 400. Uh-oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's a sleep timer. Oh boy, how do I get out of there? Yeah, I think 400 should be fine. I think it goes from 370. There you go. See, it's starting to... But anyway, I got to desolder this thing, and I can't do it with this camera, I don't think so. Yeah, it only took me like 5 minutes, and the desoldering did work. I'll video that eventually. But the only thing I don't like about this thing is you can't have both the desoldering iron and the soldering iron on at the same time. So if I want desoldering on, I have to go over that way. If I want the soldering iron on, I have to go that way. So that kind of sucks a little bit. But it did suck fine. It had good suction. Alright, so let's power this thing on. Hopefully it still works. Looks like it does. There you go. So it booted up. So no rush to do the battery or anything like that. I'll go ahead and throw this one away, even though I wonder what the date is on this thing. Does it have a date? Oh, it says do not throw into the trash can. No idea when that thing was made. Oh, no. Alright, this is the second Super Street Fighter 2, and it had the pin in it, had the seal still, and so to get it out I had to really, try to get in there with the screwdriver. There's a special tool I think that Capcom used, but I tore the shit out of that. But anyway, needed to be done. Get it out of there. Let's see what the battery looks like. Alright, how am I going to do this? Battery still measures 3.6 volts, which is kind of crazy. I don't know how old this battery is. Yeah, we'll pull it out and see, but that's just nuts because that's got to be the original battery. Alright, and the reason I figured out how to hook this up on my tripod. The reason I actually wanted to do this video is this is a Darkstalkers, I believe, and it's dead. The battery's dead, so you can see that there. It's not even a volt, 0.081. So that battery is dead. And even though some of those other batteries that I had were around 3.6 volts, once they age, they'll decrease like very fast, is what I read. So anyway, I want to try to use my Darksoft kit to redo the key on this. So I'm going to replace the battery, replace this. This is a B3D. I'm going to replace that, remove the ROMs, put the Darksoft kit in it, and see if I can actually write a key for Darkstalkers and revive this board. I don't know. I haven't seen any videos of people doing it, so let me see. Alright, I have the Darksoft kit. Darksoft kit all wired up and everything. I wired up a connector. I didn't do that on my previous video. But anyway, it's working. I have EcoSoft running on it. Now comes the part where I need to put a battery on it. Load up Darkstalkers, I guess. Let me see it. Alright, so I'm writing the flash to be Darkstalkers, but I'm not sure of the process. Like, how do I get it to... It'll write the key, and then how do I get that key not to be rewritten or cleared on power off, maybe, or something? I don't know. I think that's the key. But because this kit is a little bit fragile with the pins and stuff like that, I doubt this is a great way to do this in a mass kind of way. Remove your kit and then put your kit on something, and then I don't know. We'll see if it even works. All right, so, and also because it could be the wrong version of the ROMs. Like, I don't know if the key is... Oh, look. Doesn't even look like it's working. Interesting. I wonder why I might have to check my ROMs, I guess. Alright, I'll come back, see if I can get it working. I know why the key writing isn't working. One of my solder points came off. So I gotta solder that back on real quick. Alright, I have the key writing cables wired back up correctly, and I have it on Darksoft. So Darkstalkers. So it'll boot straight up to that. You'll see programming key, Darkstalkers, and it is USA. And this is Asia. I don't know if the ROMs are different or not, or if the key needs to be different. But this is an Asia board that I'm messing with, I think. But it seems to be working fine, as you can see. I don't have my thing hooked up to it, so. But at least the B-board we know is working correctly, and that's great. We just need to get the battery on and potentially see if it will write a key. Unplug the key writing software. Let's see what happens if I power it off. And no, I don't have the battery on. Let me put the battery on. Before I put the battery on, I wanted to show what the date code was. I think this one here that I just bought is 12/22. Obviously it's halfway through 23 now, and then the one that was dead was 12/09. So more than 10 years old. But the other ones I had were, I think, were 12/09 as well. Same brand, Xeno. So I don't know why that one died so fast or whatever. All right, so I have the battery on. We're going to power it up. It's playing Darkstalkers, as you can see there. And if I power it off, and then unplug this, will it still boot up? Let's see. Boom. Alright, so the Darkstalkers key is in there. That's, as you can see there, and I do not have the key writing software. Okay, so now the test is remove the kit, put all the ROMs back in, and see if we can play Darkstalkers, I guess. Alright, moment of truth here. All the ROMs are back in, but again, these are probably Asia ROMs, I think. And we're screwed. Oh, that sucks. And I put the PAL back in. Oh man, I was hoping that would work. So I wonder if I burn new ROMs. These are the graphics ROMs, I think, and these are the sound ROMs. I don't know. If I burn more new ROMs here, that key, maybe that key would work for a different set of ROMs. Interesting. All right. Learning as I go here. So if I would have did some more reading, I would have known this ahead of time. But basically, I went into where my main ROMs are stored, and I grabbed the key from both Darkstalkers US and Darkstalkers, I don't know why I can't say that, Darkstalkers Asia. And what's really nice actually about Notepad Plus, and I don't know how well this is going to come out, is under tools there's a MD5 SHA. It has a built-in MD5, so it makes it easy for you to run MD5s and copy it to Notepad. So I dumped the key file that was part of the Darksoft game roll-up pack that I think Mitsuguri or whatever did, and that's the key right there, if you can see that. And then that correlates to basically the Darkstalkers US key. As you can see, the MD5 is the same, and Asia definitely has a different key. Now I can load this key file probably and have the multi-kit write the key file, but not play the Asia ROMs, or I can try to build a ROM pack basically for the Asia Darkstalkers. So it's kind of a little bit of a pain in the ass, but I need to go to my main ROMs and download the Asia Darkstalkers with the key, and either manually concatenate files into Darksoft's schema, basically, or somebody made actually a 64-bit tool that will run with MAME, and the directory is part of MAME, and create the file structure for you, including the key file. So I might try to run that program, and I'll link to it as well. All right, just to make sure, I dumped one of the ROMs from the board and read it in ROM ident, and you can see it's Darkstalkers Asia. So that's the key that I need. So I'm going to load that key. I'm not going to load the whole ROMs actually. I'm just going to load that key and have it write it, and then put the ROMs back in. Alright, hopefully I have everything plugged in. Replace the GAL, and everything's plugged in. And you have to be careful because, like I said, it's kind of fragile, so I don't really want to keep doing this, honestly. But anyway, I don't have my key write plugged in, so I expect that this will boot up and work right away, because the key that's stored right now is the US key. Bam. There, it worked, right? Alright, so now if I plug it in, and I have already changed, yeah, that's right, I've already changed on the flash card to burn or load the Asia key, it shouldn't work because the ROM that's in the folder is US. Programming key. Oh, didn't it say programming key? How's it working? Oh boy. That's not what I expected. Alright, let me change games. Select it. Flash is writing. I might have to check the folders again. Or only put one key file in there. I don't know, because I got 3 key files in there now. But only one's called key. I'm not sure. I'll come back. Alright, basically what I did is I had it load a different game, then had it reload Darkstalkers, and then it actually wrote the key, and now it's blue screen, right? So it's bricked, because it had to have loaded the Asia key on there, and that's why it's not working now. And if I power it off, and if I unhook this, there we go. It says programming key, but I couldn't program it. Darkstalkers, and it's not working. So I think the Asia key is actually on there. I can remove the kit, put the ROMs back in, and let's see if we've de-suicided our Darkstalker. Alright, here we go. I got everything back in. So if the Asia key is loaded correctly, this should work, hopefully. Let's find out. Bam! Darkstalkers Asia. All that to do is put the right key on there. Nice. That's awesome. Alright, I'm going to probably put this in a cabinet after I put the beatboard back on. We just de-suicided a CPS2 system using the Darksoft multi-kit. And I've never seen that video before. I've never seen that even talked. It's been referenced, but I hadn't seen it. Somebody like say step by step, this is what you kind of need to do. So hopefully this helps somebody. Now there is somebody who has like, I don't know, oh god, some other kind of way. There's the Infinity Key, but I don't think they're being sold right now, which is kind of weird. Which is obviously a lot easier. Just put the Infinity Key on there. There's also like not Android. I can't think of the name, but some type of programmable module where you hook it in and it programs the key through a third-party kind of software and stuff. I didn't feel like buying it, and I definitely didn't feel like learning it. This seemed like it was pretty easy beyond, you know, adding and removing the ROMs, which is kind of a pain in the butt. Alright, I got it in my Tekken cabinet with my 6 players, but I don't think I'm going to play it in this video, guys. I'm just going to, I want to save it because I was watching this video, which where's my finger at? I'll link to up there. that went into the whole history of Darkstalkers and everything, and I found it kind of interesting. I've never played this game. Came out in the 90s, so it's not really one of my, you know, fortes, I guess you could say, any of these fighter games. I need to turn down the brightness on this monitor a little bit, or turn down the red. It's got a little bit either red or maybe it's just a little bit too bright, but it's definitely working, and that's a cool de-suicide use of the multi-kit from Darksoft. So I found it pretty interesting. Alright, that's it, everybody. Cheers.